Do you feel like unexpected expenses always show up at the wrong time? Whether it's a sudden medical bill, a job loss, or a car repair, life is a way of surprising us. When these things happen, it can feel like you're not ready for them. The good news is, having an emergency fund can help protect you from these surprises. You don't need a lot of money to get started. You just need to take a few simple steps. In today's video, we'll go through 8 easy steps to help you build your own emergency fund. These steps are simple and can help you feel more secure financially. Let's get started. 1. Set a realistic starting goal. When you're building an emergency fund, the key is to start small and set a realistic goal. While the idea of saving 6 months' worth of expenses might sound overwhelming, it doesn't need to be your starting point. Aim for a smaller milestone to get the ball rolling, such as saving $400 to $800, or the equivalent in your local currency. This manageable amount will help you see progress quickly, and the sense of achievement from reaching your first goal will motivate you to keep going. Once you've reached this initial target, it's time to ramp things up and aim for a more substantial goal, such as 3 to 6 months' worth of expenses. Think of it like building a house. You don't start with a roof, you start with a solid foundation. Getting started might seem intimidating, but trust me, once you break it down into achievable steps, it becomes much easier. Building momentum with smaller goals will not only help you stay on track, but also create positive habits that can propel you toward a larger fund. The best time to start is right now. Whether it's $5 a week or $50, every bit counts, and soon you'll be surprised at how quickly it adds up. 2. Calculate your monthly essentials. To know how much you'll ultimately need in your emergency fund, start by calculating your essential monthly expenses. This should include everything necessary for survival: rent, utilities, food, transport, insurance, and any loan payments. Once you've listed out your monthly essentials, you can multiply that amount by 3 to 6 months to set a long-term target for your emergency fund. For example, if your essential expenses are $1,200 a month, aim for a fund of $3,600 to $7,200. This amount will provide you with the financial security you need to weather any unexpected storm, whether it's a medical emergency, a sudden job loss, or urgent home repairs. To make it more tangible, break it down further. Start with 1 month of essentials and gradually build from there. This method allows you to visualize your goal in increments, making it feel more achievable. By focusing on your core expenses and making them the cornerstone of your fund, you're setting yourself up for long-term financial peace. 3. Create a budget and find savings opportunities. Creating a budget is essential when you're working toward building an emergency fund. Once you understand your essential monthly expenses, take a closer look at where you can cut back. Review your discretionary spending, things like eating out, entertainment, or impulse purchases, and ask yourself, what can you live without or reduce? Start by identifying small changes that can make a big impact. Perhaps you could cancel unused subscriptions, choose cheaper entertainment options, or delay non-essential purchases. Even saving as little as $5 a day, say, by making coffee at home instead of buying it, can lead to substantial savings over time. The key here is to commit to cutting back, even in small ways. Once you start finding opportunities to save, it'll become easier to maintain this mindset. Remember, building an emergency fund is a marathon, not a sprint, and the more you save each month, the closer you'll get to your financial cushion. 4. Automate your savings. Automation is a game changer when it comes to building an emergency fund. By setting up an automatic transfer to your savings account, you can ensure that money is consistently moved to your emergency fund without having to think about it. Set up a direct debit on payday so that a set amount is automatically transferred, whether it's $50, $100, or more. When money is moved automatically, you're less likely to spend it, and it becomes a regular habit. Over time, this consistency will add up without requiring much effort on your part. Plus, automating your savings removes the temptation to spend the money elsewhere. It's a hands-off approach that guarantees your emergency fund grows steadily. Once this becomes a habit, it'll feel like second nature. You won't even notice the money moving, but your balance will grow. Small, consistent contributions are far more effective in the long run than occasional, larger deposits. 5. Leverage windfalls and extra income. Any unexpected money you receive, such as a tax refund, bonus, or cash gift should go straight into your emergency fund. While it might be tempting to treat yourself when extra money comes in, remember that these windfalls provide you with a golden opportunity to build your financial safety net. In addition to these one-off windfalls, look for ways to boost your income. Side gigs or freelance work can provide additional cash flow, which can be added directly to your emergency fund. Even selling unused items around your home can help top up your savings quickly. Think of every extra dollar as a step closer to achieving financial security. By being proactive in redirecting these extra funds, you'll be able to grow your emergency fund much faster. The beauty of this strategy is that it accelerates your savings without having to alter your day-to-day budget too much. 6. Choose the right account. Choosing the right account for your emergency fund is critical. Your emergency fund should be easily accessible, but not so easy that you're tempted to dip into it for everyday spending. You need a high-yield savings account or money market account, accounts that provide a higher interest rate than regular savings accounts. By keeping your emergency fund separate from your day-to-day account, it becomes more difficult to access, helping you resist the urge to spend. At the same time, you want to make sure that it's liquid enough to be accessed quickly when you need it, without penalties or restrictions. Think of it as creating a small barrier between your everyday spending and your emergency cushion. This separation ensures that your emergency fund remains intact and is there when you need it most, while also earning interest over time. 7. Use funds only for genuine emergencies. It's important to remember that an emergency fund is meant for real emergencies only. That means no dipping into the fund for a new phone, last-minute shopping sprees, or spontaneous vacations. Genuine emergencies might include medical bills, car repairs, or the sudden loss of income. By being disciplined with your use of the emergency fund, you ensure that the money is available when you truly need it. When you use it for its intended purpose, you're not only maintaining your financial security but also protecting your long-term stability. This discipline is key to keeping your fund intact. It might feel tempting to use the money for something non-essential, but staying focused on the goal will pay off in the long run. 8. Replenish after using the fund. If you ever need to use an emergency fund, make it a priority to replenish it as soon as possible. Life happens, and emergencies are part of the process. But once the situation has passed, go back to setting aside small, regular amounts to build the fund back up. Having your emergency fund fully replenished gives you peace of mind and ensures that you're prepared for the next challenge. Make it a habit to continue saving consistently, even if you've used a portion of the fund. It's this commitment to rebuilding that keeps you on track toward long-term financial security. It might take a little time, but you'll get there. Replenishing your fund also keeps you motivated as you see your savings grow back again, preparing you for whatever life throws your way. Building an emergency fund is one of the most empowering steps you can take for your financial security. By following these 8 practical steps, you'll be well on your way to creating a safety net that allows you to face unexpected challenges with confidence. Start small, stay consistent, and soon you'll see the positive impact on your financial well-being. Remember, it's not about making drastic sacrifices. It's about creating a sustainable plan that works for your life. By taking small, manageable steps, you'll be able to build your emergency fund without overwhelming yourself. And the best part? The peace of mind that comes with knowing you're financially prepared for life's bumps in the road. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more practical money tips. Your future self will thank you for making these small changes a day.